Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your July 2022 new love reading. If you are single, looking for love and ready to mingle, then this is the reading for you guys. So if you are new to my channel, very warm hello to you. Welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Let's see what energy we've got coming in here for you and see what we can do to get you over to the love readings rather than the single readings. There will be a lot of messages that do come out in this reading, just so you're aware, not everything will resonate with all of you. Take the parts that do, leave the rest behind. And you may also want to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign readings as well for some additional information and additional messages, kind of like for the big picture there. So far coming out here, I'm going to grab all of your cards. But so far coming out, we've got caring connections. That is absolutely awesome energy. We also have healer of the ages coming in. So perhaps some of you still have some things that you're working through, some old issues that you're working through perhaps, or, you know, perhaps you're really embracing your spiritual and healing gifts, and you can really help other people with that energy. We've got the angel of balance coming in here for you as well. Okay, so I think you're trying to find a healthy equilibrium. You're probably trying to find a healthy balance between, you know, between finding love, and also I think you're looking for a balanced connection with a person as well. Okay, you know, we all get in those one-sided relationships every once in a while, and they are not necessarily wonderful for us, right? So I think you're trying to find your way forward. I think you're trying to get a healthier balance there within yourself, within your own energy, and of course find that connection with somebody that is in alignment with what it is that you want and who it is that you are in your world too. So let's pull all of your cards here. So we have the caring connections coming in here for you. So this could certainly represent the helping hand of friends and family. Maybe there's some people that have your best interest at heart. If you've got a friend that wants to set you up on a date, maybe you should go, because you just never know. Caring connections as an energy flowing around you in the next month or so. The energy for this reading will last until about the middle of August, by the way. I am a little bit late in July doing yours, so July through about the middle of August. But caring connections is love on the horizon, is meeting new people, getting yourself out there, making these connections, networking, getting, you know, finding ways to attract people to you. So, you know, try and, how shall we say, try and increase the odds. All right, here, Taurus, you may need to get out of your shell a little bit. You might need to do something a little bit different to meet new people. It's not always easy meeting new people when you're single, right? Especially if all of your friends are coupled up, or, you know, it's like, oh man, you might feel like the third wheel every once in a while, okay? But there certainly is a lot of social connection that is around you and a lot of potential. We have Healer of the Ages coming in here as well. Now, it's very interesting energy, actually, because with Healer of the Ages, I also have Contract coming in. Some of you may have Aries placement somewhere in your chart, so maybe that's your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, okay? It could be that there is an Aries person that may be coming in, because you actually showed up in the Aries reading as well. The Taurus energy showed up in that reading too, and they had Healer of the Ages with Contract. So there may be something over in the Aries reading that may resonate with you on some level. But the Healer of the Ages is bringing in beautiful, loving, healing, peaceful energy to you. Okay, I think some of you have maybe been single for a while. You've been working on some things, maybe releasing old blocks. You know, perhaps you've been taking the time to really engage with your own energy. And I think some of you have been working on your spiritual gifts here as well. So the Healer of the Ages, this beautiful, peaceful, calm, loving energy is flowing through you and to you to help open up your heart chakra, to help your intuition, you know, be really more, how should we say, accessible to you. Okay, sometimes we don't trust our intuition. It's always there, okay, but maybe heightened for you is probably the better word, okay? And I think here that you really have done a lot of work, and maybe just a little bit more clearing out of some old energy with that healer of the ages. All right. But we also have angel of balance. So again, you may be really looking for that balanced connection, a harmonious connection, someone, you know, who can connect with you on multiple levels, someone who has your best interests at heart just as much as you have theirs at heart, someone who is ready to commit on the same level, the same plane as you are. Okay, someone who has an equal level of responsibility. And I think here that I think you have probably spent a while trying to get yourself to the point where you're ready to welcome new, healthy love into your life. And I think here that balance and harmony within a relationship is very important. And it is for a lot of people. And I think that you are getting yourself in balance, in alignment here, so that you can be ready to receive the right kind of person that is good for you. And I don't think that you're going to necessarily rush into anything. It's very calm, very gentle energy that's coming in here, at least so far. Okay. And I think you're just kind of really taking your time. Okay. You're in balance. You're in alignment there. I also think that maybe for some of you, you have thrown yourself into your work, throwing yourself into your job, forging a career path for yourself. And there might be something there. You might be looking at where you may be out of balance in your life. Perhaps you've been spending a lot of time in your workplace. Okay, maybe even working multiple jobs. So you might be looking to figure out how you can get a little bit more free time. Okay, how you can free up a little bit of time and energy so that you can focus on finding love. Okay, I feel as there is kind of this preparation that's coming in here for you. Okay, but we do have contract here as well. Okay, so this can certainly represent, we've got balance, fairness, and equality coming in here. This is very similar to the Justice card, so you might be trying to make some important decisions. The contract energy can represent commitment. Okay, so again, you may have someone coming in here that is on the same page as you. Okay, they're in balance, they're in alignment, they know what they want, okay, but they're a little bit open to you too, right? So it's like, you know, this is what I put out there and this is what comes back. So everything's kind of on par with each other, right? Someone with the contract energy who would not shy away from commitment if that's what you're looking for, okay? Not everyone's looking for a long-term commitment. But the contract energy can also represent something here that you may be waiting to get finished, get completed. So if you're waiting for like any kind of legalities to sort themselves out, you're trying to get some closure on something from the past so that you can complete your healing, okay, and so that you can really move forward and not have something lingering and, you know, like a dark shadow over your head here. This can be a legal situation like divorce papers, custody battles, okay, all of those kind of things. You might be looking for them to wrap up, okay? It's like, okay, we're done already. I need to move forward, all right? So you may have some good news coming in there, or at least some closure and completion coming in there with that as well. Okay, but there also may be something here kind of similar to the Aries reading, not necessarily so much job oriented though. We did have some money or some job things coming out there for them. But I think here with the contract energy, there may be something where you've been working on something for a while, and I think that you're about ready to sign off on something. So this could be maybe you're making a move. Perhaps you're moving where you live, buying a house, signing a lease, starting a new job, okay, anything like that. I think there's something here that there's some paperwork or documentation that you are wrapping up in the month ahead, okay, and this may actually be your focus. And then once you are done that, okay, then you can kind of restore the balance in your world a little bit, brings in some healing, brings in some closure, and then you're really ready to welcome in brand new caring connections. Okay, if you do have a legal situation or something like that going on, okay, the caring connections, I do feel like somebody has your back, whether this is somebody that you've hired to do a job, or this is a friend or a family member, maybe even a coworker. Okay, and I think this is somebody who, you know, they care about what happens to you. It's not necessarily someone new coming in, but I'm actually getting a little bit of an energy that a friend may turn into a romance. Stranger things have happened, right? Sometimes it's a little bit awkward, but sometimes not so much. And it could just be that this person may be, you know, a little bit of a confidant, or maybe they've been helping you through something, okay, or you've been helping them. And I think there's a little stronger of a connection there than perhaps you have wanted to admit. Anyway, the energy coming in here, we've got the Three of Staves coming in here. So, you know, you kind of, this is the energy of knowing what I want and being ready to take the next steps. The Three of Staves is where it's the Three of Wands energy, right? So you are looking forward to the future, okay? You're removing your blocks, okay? And you are getting ready to take action, to put yourself out there and to see what happens. I think this is a time where you're going to really start to see the fruits of your labor come. I think you're going to see the results of the fruits of your labor. I think you're going to see things happen for you, okay? Not to you, for you, okay? Because when we do have this Three of Staves, this is knowing what you want, those two wands in the ground, and then this third one, it's like, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for a sense of adventure. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to explore my horizons, okay? And I think here that you're ready to take those next steps, but I think you're starting to see things come together here, Taurus, okay? Things that you've been working on for a while, things that have been a little bit challenging or difficult, or things that have just been kind of like a dark cloud over your head. I think you're seeing things open up for you, okay? I think you're seeing, you know, you're removing your own blocks, okay? Because we got that healing energy, and boom, you can see out into the horizon. The Three of Staves can sometimes be one of travel, just so you know, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, travel all around the globe, but maybe you do have a vacation or something coming up, okay? It can just represent like getting outside, making some moves, okay? But I think here that if you've got some activities planned or things, that keep your options open, okay? Because you just might meet somebody, because we do have new beginnings on the horizon for you. We've got the Fool, we've got the Four of Coins as well. Now, the Four of Coins can represent a good, strong, solid foundation, okay? Stability and security, okay? It can represent your finances, your material world, your home. So maybe there is something around there, right? Maybe a new house, new home, new job, you know, or new sense of adventure can also come in here as well. The Fool represents some new beginnings on the horizon for you, okay? Something exciting, something fun. And interestingly enough, the Fool actually can represent companionship, okay? We've got this loyal dog there, okay? It could just be that you are loyal to your journey of moving forward, meeting new people and finding new love, okay? But it can also represent here that perhaps somebody who is here that is part of your world, a solid figure in your world, okay? A companion of sorts, okay? May have that romantic connection. All right, with that, and maybe this is something, the Four of Coins is quite often known as a very conservative energy, almost miserly, okay? Perhaps this is something that you have known for a while, or that person has known for a while, and they haven't done anything quite about it yet, okay? They've been a little very, very cautious in that energy, but hey, with that Fool card coming out here now and the Three of Staves, there may be a little bit of traction in that area if that is your situation, okay? But the Four of Coins with that Fool card, break free of stagnation. It's time to put yourself out there, okay? Stop being conservative, stop keeping to yourself, okay? That Four of Coins shows that you've got everything that you need. You've got all of the tools that you need, okay, to make some tracks. So be committed to your journey, and you are certainly in alignment there for having some fun. But the Four of Coins with your home, your workplace, again, with that contract, you might actually be making some sort of moves in that arena there, and that can actually open new doors for you as well, okay? But that Fool energy there is really a little bit of throwing caution to the wind, putting yourself out there, having fun, taking the next leap, taking the next steps forward, and just trusting yourself in the universe that you're headed in the right direction, okay? Pay attention to your sign symbol synchronicities, because we do have some growth that's coming in here. So I think that you have really blossomed, and I think you are really getting yourself into a really good energy to welcome new love, because you are attracting new love in. We do have the Ace of Cups coming in here as it's out in your challenge position though. Now, when I set my intention for my reading here, the challenge position is not quite like it being in the reverse. It's kind of like a little bit of halfway, okay? It's just something, represents something that is a challenge for you, something that may actually even be a surprise for you, something that may take a little bit more effort on your part, okay, to resolve or accomplish, or in this case, attract in. I think some of you, a lot of you have been practicing the law of attraction. You've been practicing manifestations. The aces are usually a result of that. Okay. And, but I think here, that there is something coming in, there's something on the horizon for you. You may need to be a little bit more patient. Okay, when we get this Ace of Cups, there's a little bit of luck on your side for new connections, new loves. And I mean, hey, even if this is in the challenge position, okay, the aces do represent a little bit of luck. It's still a good card. Okay, it's just something that has taken a little bit longer to transpire in your world. Okay, because why? Because you've got to take the first step. You've got to take that initiative. You've got to put yourself out there, okay, and just maybe even throw a little bit of caution to the wind, okay? Don't be reckless, and, you know, we don't want that for you, okay? But maybe sometimes you do just need to let it all fly, okay, and see where you go. So the Ace of Cups is a wonderful energy. Now, this can also represent some healing energy as well, by the way. Okay, this can represent new love, new connections, of course. It may be a situation where you may meet somebody, but the environment may be a little bit awkward. Or especially, well, hey, especially if you've got a friend that maybe there's some underlying feelings developing there. Okay, that can be a little bit awkward. So how do we get that out in the open in a positive way? Okay, that might be a challenge for you there. But the Ace of Cups brings in healing and positivity as well. Oh, and my dear, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I kind of breathed in a little bit wrong, apparently. Anyway, so this can bring in that healing energy as well. Okay, a little bit of calm, a little bit of peace. So we do have the Healer of the Ages here as well. So perhaps there is something here that you are just still working on, the last remnants of healing, of getting closure, of letting something go so that your heart can be full and open and ready for that new love to come on in, okay, or for ready for you to put yourself out there. Now, this is also very interesting energy here. We have also in your challenge position, okay, with that Ace of Cups, I think there's real potential here for you with somebody, but the Knave of Swords is the Page of Swords energy, which is usually an initiation of a conversation, okay, can also sometimes be the lurker of the tarot, okay, quite often, you know, associated with technology, okay, so maybe you are checking someone out on Facebook or social media, or maybe someone's checking you out, okay, and this is really an interesting challenge because we've got the Page of Swords and we have the King of Swords in reverse. So this could be that part of the challenge for finding new love is to get a conversation off the freaking ground. And if you are, man, if you are doing some online dating, man, oh man, that online dating, it can be like the freeway of life, right? There's a whole bunch of people traveling on the freeway, and every once in a while someone gets off, sends a message out just to say, hey, just to see if you're alive or if you're a bot, okay? And then they get right back on, and it's like, hey, see ya. Okay, so sometimes it can be a real challenge to have progression in a conversation. So maybe you need to try a different approach. Okay, whatever approach that you're making right now may not necessarily be working for you, or you need to be a little bit more patient. So I know some people that love online dating, some people that do not like online dating. It's not for everybody. Okay, so if that's that case for you, man, there is love out there. Okay, but it's really just a matter of getting a freaking conversation off the ground and into a level of maturity. Okay, there may be some inner conflict within you as well with that Knave of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, so perhaps you may find yourself in the energy where some days you are ready to put yourself out there, meet new people, okay, but then other days you're like, nope, 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 today's not the day, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so sometimes we do have that back and forth, that push and pull, and that is that internal conversation that we're having with ourselves, that internal conflict, right? And we all get there, especially if you've been through some challenging connections previously in your world. And we've all had relationships that have not worked out, some more than others. Okay. Some it's like, oh my God, will anything really work for me? Okay. And you know, so some days it's, you know, it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly okay. So just be aware of that when you are in that energy. Okay. Because you really are attracting what you put out there. Okay. So if you're putting out there, you know, one day yes, one day no, then okay, that's going to affect what you can attract back in, because you're creating a block for yourself, okay, and you probably already know that, on some level, and the cards are just reflection of that. Okay, so that could be that too. But the Ace of Cups there could be bringing in some healing that has to do with the past, okay? Or you're getting some closure and a fresh start from something from the past, okay? So you might be waiting for some news with that Page of Swords, okay, about something to do with an ex-person, and we do have that contract energy there, a legal, some legalities, okay? So perhaps you are really looking to move forward from the past, but you need a little bit of closure. You're waiting for some sort of information to come in there. Okay, so, but I also feel if you do have a friend and you've got a little bit of a spark, okay, I think there is some beautiful, beautiful feelings there, loving, romantic feelings, caring feelings here. And again, here, I think there is a little bit of conflict, okay? Maybe there's something that someone wants to say, but they're a little bit unsure of themselves, okay? It might be you that you're unsure of yourself. You may have this deep inner knowing, or that person may also have that knowing as well. And, you know, they want to talk to you, okay? Or maybe they're poking around your social media a little bit, but they're a little bit uncertain. Usually that King of Swords in the upright is very clear, very concise, you know, has a sense of purpose, okay? And, you know, perhaps here it's like, I don't know, okay? I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Okay, so you might be having some challenges there if that is you. All right, we'll see what the advice from Spirit says here. But I mean, if there's that caring and if there's that potential there, it might be worth it to just jump right on in, to throw caution to the wind a little bit, put yourself out there, because, you know, at least you'll know, right? Not always the greatest proposition, right? It's like, what if I put myself out there and someone says no? I mean, yes, at least you will know. Will it be maybe some awkwardness or embarrassment? Maybe. But if you're feeling those feelings that strongly, there's a reason for it. Maybe you can do a little bit of recon with a friend or something like that if there's someone that both of you know. But I mean, hey, sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. But communication may be part of a challenge, but it is also part of a blessing. We've got the Princess of Arrows coming in here as the blessings that are headed your way. This is the energy that's benefiting you the most, okay? And the Princess of Arrows is the Page of Swords. The Knave of Swords is the Page of Swords. They're just called something a little bit different in each of these decks, okay? So starting a conversation, putting yourself out there, trying something new, doing a little bit of research, maybe a little bit of homework on somebody, okay? But communication is the key. Know what you want and then speak your truth. Try new things. Get yourself out there, okay? And it can be, yes, for some of you here, okay, there might be a little bit of a challenge here talking to people, but there's opportunities there to meet somebody, okay? Or if you do have someone that you already know, whether it's a friend or a coworker or maybe just an acquaintance, okay? There might be some communication issues or fears can come up there as well, but there's a lot of potential there. And putting yourself out there and sparking a conversation could really benefit you, okay? So love that energy. We also have the Knave of Batons and the Nine of Batons here as well, and these are both blessings headed your way, okay? So the Knave of Batons is the Page of Wands energy, being excited, you know, putting yourself out there. Maybe you need to take a creative approach, okay? This is very adventurous kind of energy. So get out there, have some fun, okay? This is benefiting you. This is a blessing for you, okay? Try new things, meet new people, all right? There is a passionate connection that is out there for you. There's someone out there that you are going to have some chemistry with, okay? Somebody new, or maybe someone that's already in your world, okay? Someone who may be very young at heart, okay? Maybe they, you know, they may be sometimes a little bit naive, possibly, in the realm of love. They might be very honest, okay? Maybe very fun-loving, all right? But this is certainly some new connections that are out there for you. I mean, all these pages coming out, new, okay? But we also have the Nine of Batons here as well. Now, the Nine of Batons can be the completion of your old journey, wrapping things up, seeing something through to the end, something that's been a long, hard battle. Okay, so again, I think some of you here are really getting some closure on a past situation. Okay, an ex-person, someone, you know, who is probably quite angry, okay, with that King of Swords energy. They're either very angry or they're dishonest or they have been with you. Okay, this can actually be what you're healing from. All right, but the 9 of Batons is something where you're completing a cycle, you're at the end of the road and you're ready to start something new. All right, and I think you are going to be working towards and probably getting some closure with some past situations. But the 9 of Batons is that energy of moving forward, of keeping on moving forward, right? You're at the finish line, you're at the end, okay, and you are, you know, either considering this is a blessing, okay, the communication and taking action here, trying something different can actually put you in an energy of completion, especially if there's something that's been lingering here for a while. Maybe there's some uncertainty. Again, there might be a connection around you, a spark. And by taking action or initiating a conversation, okay, then that 9 of Batons puts you at the end. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I've had this energy, I've had these feelings for so long. And it's felt like a really difficult journey, like an uphill battle, right? You got to keep things secret, keep things to yourself. Okay, but with that, I think there that you're, boom, right there at the finish line and you're ready to move forward. There may be a little bit of skepticism for some of you that comes in with that 9 of Batons as well. Okay, but I think you are moving forward. I think you're moving into a better phase. Okay, whereas things have been challenging for you, things have been difficult, I think that cycle is on its way out. Okay, and I think you've got wonderful things blossoming in your world. Okay, you're taking things to the next level, to the next stage. If you do have somebody in your sights already, okay, a really good positive conversation will actually improve your connection with this person. Okay, and, you know, maybe take a little bit of a chance, put yourself out there a bit, okay? But the 9 of Batons can also be that blessing, okay, that you're about to move forward. You're about to move forward into new and uncharted territory, okay? And you might be a little bit wary, you might be a little bit skeptical, okay? But this is where we're breaking down some barriers, we're breaking down some walls, okay? And we're moving forward. Maybe even breaking down, facing your fears a little bit as well. Your advice from Spirit, 8 of Arrows. No, no, no. Okay, don't get in your own way. The only thing standing in the way of you finding love, maybe you. Okay, the 8 of Arrows is a self-imposed restriction. This is 8 of Swords energy. This is really where we kind of put a cage around ourselves, right? And we keep ourselves stuck. We overthink, we overanalyze, we worry, we doubt ourselves. Okay, you know, and, you know, but the thing is that you have the opportunity to break free out of that. Okay, to get some clarity, and, you know, to maybe be a little bit brave as well. Okay, perhaps there's something here that, you know, that you, there may be just some underlying fears of new love, right? You desperately want some new love. And again, we've got some confusion over here a little bit, or some inner anguish and turmoil, and it's showing up here in your advice from Spirit as well. Okay, so overthinking, overanalyzing things never goes well. And sometimes we need to go within a little bit, do some meditation, embrace a little bit of healing, try and let something go, see the truth, get honest with ourselves, okay? And then we will all of a sudden break out of our own self-imposed little prison there with the 8 of Arrows, okay? But it's by your own actions and it's by what you do that gets you moving forward, all right? But we have the High Priestess and the 3 of Swords here also, okay? So there is some healing here that is coming in that needs to be done. The 3 of Swords, okay? Not every connection that you make will be the love of your life. Sometimes you you need to face some disappointments or some losses, okay, as we embark in the dating world. Okay, but if there's something there to be healed, then I think here the High Priestess, some meditation and some cord cutting, you know, cord cutting may actually really benefit you. The High Priestess, trust your intuition. Okay, Spirit's really trying to say, you know what, get out of your head and into your heart. Get out of your head and into your higher senses. Okay, overthinking, overanalyzing things, again, never really does us any good. Okay, and when we have the High Priestess showing up here, Your intuition is trying to tell you something, and you may be seeing things like repeating signs, symbols, and synchronicities all over the place, right? I mean, we do have, remember, we do have the Knave of Swords here, the Page of Swords, and we have the Princess of Arrows, which is also the Page of Swords, okay? So there's something there. Something is trying to communicate to you. Spirit's trying to show you some signs, okay? So pay attention to your intuition. You may even have some information or knowledge, something buried deep within you, okay? You have got a deep inner knowing about something, so trust that, all right? But be open to new experiences, okay? You know, some meditation may help you clear out some anguish, okay, or some old energy, and that's where that healer of the ages comes in for you there as well. So your intuition, pay very close attention, okay, to that. And I think you get some interesting things and actually talk about, I didn't even see this card because I had other things covering it. But your overall outcome, we do actually have the High Priestess. Okay. So with this being here, this is wisdom in this particular deck. Okay. So I think your intuition is really showing you your path, showing you your way forward. I think you're using your past experiences, your inner wisdom from this lifetime, from past experiences as well, to help you move forward to the future. Okay. This is you having utter faith and trust in your spiritual senses, in your higher self, to see your way to the future. Okay, now the interesting thing is, remember, we've got those Page of Swords that are all coming out there, your advice from Spirit and your overall outcome. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets and mysteries. And I think here there may be a secret that's coming to light. Now, whether it's just something within you that you discover something about yourself, or again, maybe a secret admirer, okay? Whether you are secretly admiring or have a secret crush on somebody, or whether they have one on you, I think there may be a revelation here for you, because we do also have the Empress and the King of Coins coming out here as your overall outcome for your month too. Okay, so the Empress, love blossoming in your world. You're attracting all sorts of connections, all sorts of people to your world, okay? Your doors are opening. And the King of Coins here as well. I think that you are attracting people who are committed, people who are down to earth, people who are practical, they're stable, they're secure, and they don't shy away from commitment. That King of Coins bringing stability and security. So I think this is what you're attracting in, okay? And I think here that you do have the potential here to make some good, strong, solid connections in your world as well. Now, considering this is the King of Coins, okay, that's the Pentacles energy, and we already did have a little bit of energy for at least somebody here, that there may be something going on with your finances, with your job, with where you live, something to do with this contract energy. Maybe even you might have a connection through your workplace somewhere, okay, and this is where this may come about for you. Okay, you could also get a wonderful resolution to some sort of legal situation that you may have going on, if that is you. Okay, and this is just brings about such a sense of relief for you, okay, and puts you in the driver's seat again. But man, oh man, we've got you are open and you are full on in receiving mode here, Taurus, okay, because the High Priestess energy is very open, very ready to receive, very yin energy, the divine feminine, and is the Empress card as well. Open and ready to receive all sorts of people, connections, abundance flowing into your life. Okay, so trust your intuition, go with the flow. And if, man, oh man, if you've got some gut feelings about a person, about a connection, you know what? Start a conversation. Put yourself out there. Trust. Take that leap of faith with that Fool. So let's get a few more cards for you guys here. We've got wonderful energy. I love it, of course, when the Empress shows up in your love readings, okay? But again, we do have some repeating numbers here for you, right? We've got some 3s coming out for you. We've got the Empress card twice, the Page of Swords twice coming there for you as well. Gotta love that. All right, so I'm just going to grab the last couple of messages out here for you guys. Thank you very much. So let's have a look at your soul's journey. We've got purpose. I know what I am here to do, okay? When you have clarity and a sense of purpose, things are easier. So this King of Swords that's in your challenged position, and he's all topsy-turvy, all in the reverse there. Again, there may be an inner turmoil or some sort of confusion. Okay, so there is a need there to get a little bit of clarity. Okay, and that way you can know what it is that you want. But this is also really about having a deep inner knowing here as well, that high priestess energy. Okay, make sure, because your ability to attract all sorts of wonderful things here is really blossoming, right? Remember the law of attraction, manifestation. So make sure your vibe is high and make sure you are ready to receive. We have empathy here as well. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, you may actually be an empath. Okay, and especially with all of this open, welcoming kind of energy, you may be an empath. So if you really, again, are feeling a connection on some level, okay, trust that. All right, trust your senses of yours. Okay, and you know, because I think there that you are, number one, yes, attracting all sorts of things too, but I also think some of you there also already have a connection. So you already have this knowing, you're already feeling the feelings, and you may be feeling the feelings that that person is projecting towards you too. So you know what, take that leap. And we have forgiveness here as well, very important. Okay, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yes, indeed, it does. And we've already covered that a little bit in your reading. Okay, the Three of Swords, there may be something here that needs healing. Okay, over here in your challenge position, some healing. That healer of the ages is there too. So perhaps letting bygones be bygones, letting something go, using the sword energy to detach. Okay, and also I think here that you are getting a resolution. If you're waiting for something, some sort of resolution, I think you're going to get it. So last messages, we've got repeating numbers here from your angel numbers. All right, we've got 000. I am creator. I love 000. Number 1, 0 is infinite potential. Okay, you know, no beginning, no end, right? We're all in the flow. Okay, this is also in the void, right? You're like an empty well. You are ready to be filled with all kinds of new experiences. You are one with the creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. I am a creator. Funny thing is that Aries reading also got also got the 000. They also, by the way, got 2 Page of Swords. So again, there may be something in that Taurus reading, or sorry, in that Aries reading that may connect to you some way. We have number 12. I am a visionary. Yes, you are. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am a visionary. What are you envisioning for the future? Okay, what do you envision as your relationship? Where do you want something to go? What are your expectations? Are you looking for the big picture, right? Are you looking for, you know, marriage and kids and family, okay? Or are you just looking for something that's a little bit more casual? Whatever it is, that vision in your mind's eye, you have the ability to create that right now, that Empress card, all right? We also have number 28, I am a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. I am a leader. Take the lead. Okay, don't be a wilting wallflower there, Taurus. Take the lead, spark a conversation, get yourself out there, take action, okay? Expand your horizons. This is a time of expansion, of growth, of attracting love and connections into your world. Trust your intuition, trust all of your senses, okay? Remember to let old energy, confusion go, and to welcome in the new. I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that did resonate for you. If so, please show my channel a little bit of love. Hit that like button there. Also subscribe if you haven't already. If you hit the notification bell, you'll also get notified whenever I do put up a new reading. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic July and first part of August. So I thank you, and I will see you guys later. Bye.